Hello adventurers, today we're going to show you how to make a quick teepee fire. I hope you're enjoying your summer so far, so we're going to get down to it. Let me have you meet Cody and Caitlin. They're going to help us today. So Cody and Caitlin, can you show me what we need to start a fire with?
You need your tinder, which is like grass or lint from your dryer, and you need your kindling
to start it, to keep it going at first.
And then you need, once that starts going, you want your big logs, or like this, to make it keep going.
Okay. And today we're going to use 2x4s to represent our logs. All right, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to take your tinder and you're going to go ahead and put it in your fire pit. Now, we're going to use an actual fire pit here today just because it's a little bit easier to burn in the driveway. So you lay your dry tinder out, in case we're using grass, and you take your kindling and you start to put it over top. And you can kind of crisscross it, much like you would a teepee. See how it kind of goes in little angles? And so you just kind of work your way around, getting started. A few more of these up. So you can see the teepee shape is starting to take form. So we're also going to do a little thing easier today. We're going to use a lighter to get today's fire started. Now, one warning, this is not a toy, and if you need to start a fire, you need to ask your parents for some help. So we'll just simply get it going by lighting the grass on fire. This may take a few minutes to go ahead and get cooked up.
Go.
All right, now you can see that the flames are starting to build and the little dry tinder is starting to really flare up, and it's catching all of the smaller kindling on fire. It's obviously best to use dry ingredients because that's what burns the best. If it's wet, it's gonna be very difficult to get that fire started. As you can see, I've circled this fire with lots of little sticks. Those little sticks do burn really quick and they burn really hot. So you can see those flames are starting to grow. So as the flame starts to grow and get hotter and hotter, we're going to take our 2x4s, which look like logs today, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to set them over the fire. Again, this is where you want your parents' help so you don't burn yourself. Sticks do work, or logs do work a lot easier than 2x4s, just in case you're wondering. Turned off. So you can see I was having trouble getting my teepee to stand up because 2x4s aren't the best for that. So we're going to change it and we're going to do what I call a Lincoln log fire. If you've ever played with Lincoln logs as a kid, this is really good for cooking over if you want to cook on your campfire. So it's very easily, once you get your fire started, you start setting your logs around the fire like you would if you were building a log cabin. This allows enough oxygen into the fire to get it to, that one over top. This allows it to keep the fire insulated, and it lets oxygen in the side, and it will get really, really, really warm. So let's get this cooked up. All right, you can see that our fire is going really, really well. Get down a little closer to it here. You can see those flames are nice and hot. And if you look down in the very, very center of the fire, you can see those coals are really starting to heat up. Again, you can use this to cook over if you're ever out camping on the trail. Makes it very, very handy. Or if you decide you want to roast marshmallows, maybe make some s'mores, hey, I'll let you decide, right? Well, you can see the fire is starting to die down. One thing to remember about a fire is that when you leave, you have to make sure that all of the coals are out. So it's obviously good to have a bucket of water handy to dump on the flames when you're ready to leave. Remember, if you leave this by itself out in the middle of a fire in the forest, you could start a forest fire, and we don't want to do that. So remember to put your fire out. All right, adventurers, I hope you enjoyed watching